All right, today we're diving into the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid. In a world packed with aggressive designs and flashy tech, this car is built on a really simple but kind of powerful idea. What if your car's main purpose wasn't to thrill you, but just to make your daily life a little bit easier? Let's see what that actually looks like. This phrase right here, this is the key to understanding the whole vehicle. And it's not just some marketing slogan either. It's the core philosophy that shapes every single decision, from the engine all the way down to the center console. So Toyota's goal here isn't to create some kind of head-turning, jaw-dropping drama. The whole point is to build a car that quietly and reliably supports your day-to-day, the kind of thing that just makes the little things less of a hassle. And this question, it really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? It's asking us to shift how we think about cars. Instead of chasing that adrenaline rush, this vehicle is all about creating a sense of calm and just reassurance right from the moment you get in. So let's see how they actually tried to pull that off. Okay, so first up, designed for calm and clarity. Let's start with how this thing looks and feels. This is where that calm and thoughtful idea really starts to take shape, both inside and out. Look, Toyota made a very deliberate choice here. They were at a fork in the road. They could have gone for that radical, eye-popping visual drama, but instead they went with everyday usability. And what that really means is a design that feels familiar, it feels approachable. It's all about practicality, not shock value. And the exterior updates for 2026, they perfectly reflect that idea. Everything is subtle but really effective. You've got a cleaner front end that gives it this fresh but still friendly look. They've added new 18-inch wheels that give it a bit of confidence without being loud about it. Even the new colors, they just feel tasteful and modern, not over the top. It's all about refinement, not a total revolution. And that same thinking carries right on inside. The focus on clarity and comfort is everywhere. The center console is updated so it's easier to keep organized. The screens are bigger and easier to read with just a quick glance. Everything is basically put where it should be to cut down on distraction. The goal is super simple. Create a more relaxed and less stressful space for your daily commute. All right, so let's look under the hood. The hybrid system here isn't about raw aggression. No, it's designed for smooth, confident, and efficient performance, which is pretty much exactly what you want for daily driving, right? So you're looking at 196 total horsepower. Now, is that a headline-grabbing, brag-worthy number? No, but it's not supposed to be. It's a solid, practical amount of power that gives you exactly what you need to merge onto the highway or get through city traffic without any stress at all. And here's what that horsepower actually feels like. 0 to 60 in about 7.3 seconds. Again, it's not going to break any records, but that's not the point. It feels responsive. The acceleration is confident and smooth, never jerky or like it's struggling. It just goes. And check this out. It even has a bit of muscle with a towing capacity of 1,500 pounds. That's enough to handle a small trailer with your kayaks or all your camping gear for a weekend trip. It just adds this surprising layer of practicality. When you're just driving, the whole experience is tuned for comfort. The suspension is actually a little bit firmer than the non-hybrid version, but that's to improve stability, and it still feels really smooth and composed. And a huge plus, all-wheel drive comes standard, giving you that extra confidence in pretty much any weather. Okay, so it's calm, it's capable, but let's talk about the bottom line. Does it make sense financially? Let's break down what you're actually getting for your money here. We're expecting a starting price right around $30,000 in the US. Now, just think about that for a second. For a modern hybrid SUV that gives you all-wheel drive right out of the gate, that's a seriously attractive starting point. And that sensible value holds up even when you start adding more features. The higher trims, the ones with all the bells and whistles, they top out at around $34,000. So the entire lineup stays in that sweet spot of real-world, sensible pricing. And a huge part of that value is that all the really important safety and driver assist stuff comes standard, even on the base model. So the car feels complete from the start. You're not getting nickel and dimed for the features that actually give you peace of mind. And what about just hauling stuff? Well, in terms of pure practicality, you get about 22 cubic feet of cargo space. That's more than enough for a big grocery run, luggage for family trip, or, all the other random gear that comes with daily life. Okay, let's bring all these pieces together. We've looked at a design focused on calm, a powertrain built for smooth efficiency, and a really strong value proposition. So what does it all add up to? When you get right down to it, the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid is just an incredibly smart choice for anyone who values long-term peace of mind. It's balanced, it's reassuring, and it's dependable. It's a car that puts efficiency, comfort, and reliability way ahead of short-term excitement. And really, that leads us to the final and most important question. This isn't about which car is better, it's about what actually fits your life. So, do you value that daily peace of mind more than weekend thrills? If the answer is yes, then this car's whole philosophy might